It's time to say goodbye to this car. 186,000 miles. Let's see. Just gonna grab a water. I don't know if they can hear me, but thank you. Yo, what's going on, y'all? I was supposed to film my vehicle tour and stuff a couple of days ago, but the week has been extremely hectic, so I'm kind of just popping in. Thought maybe we could do a food tasting really quick. I'm gonna do a little cheat meal here right now, and then find a place to show you guys the vehicle and stuff. So anyways, I am currently driving, so if I don't look at the camera, you know why. So yes, gonna find somewhere to park where I can eat, and then we can just kind of hang out for a second, and then I'll go and locate a place for me to show you guys the vehicle. And yeah, so right now I'm currently just looking for a place to pull in and park for a little bit. We're gonna see if pulling in here will get us in trouble. I doubt it. There's some cars here and a few businesses as well, so maybe that's a good sign. So anyways, thought we could do a little taste test. Monday moonshines, I promise, are coming very soon. I've been working on videos and finding things to mix them with, so I will be sharing my first video of that probably this coming Monday. So anyways, I just went to Taco Bell to get some food, and I ordered off of their classic menu. I think I got a tostada, which is 60s tostada, the 70s green sauce burrito, the Mexi Melt, and the Gordita Supreme. So let's see. I also got a large fry, because you can never go wrong with the Alright, so this looks like it might be the Gordita Supreme. Let me look real quick. Yep, Gordita Supreme. But it's in a chalupa wrap thingy. That's pretty good. I don't know if it reminds me of 90s. I'm a 90s baby, so I can say that. Super good. I'll be back after I eat this to try the others. All right, let's try the messiest one here, which is the tostada. Ooh, that looks so good and very messy on there. I don't want it to get all over my car, which it already did. I got some wipes to clean this off, so when I get done eating, I will do that. All right, let's give it a go. By the way, that chalupa thing, or Gordita Supreme, I would give a solid 7.5 out of 10. Let's try this. Tostadas, I loved these as kids, or as a kid. A 9 out of 10. All right, let's try the OG taco here. Let's see. Anybody else miss Taco Bell's like OG menu? Not like 90s, right? But like I used to eat the grilled stuffed burrito. Bruh. I'm gonna need them to bring that back. All right, now let's try the OG burrito. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat all of this, since losing 15 pounds, where most of the day I intermittent fast, and I'll have a little like salad snack. I say salad snack because it's really like side salad size type thing. Not a whole lot. I'll eat that as a snack, and then when I get home, I'll have my. I make this cucumber salad thing with cucumbers, celery, green peppers, and I throw some green olives in it with some imitation crab meat, and then mix it with cream cheese and spicy ranch seasoning. Such a good keto meal. And normally I'll throw in a side of like pork rinds with either cream cheese or sour cream. All low in carbs, great keto snacks. So good. All right, let's try this real quick. The green sauce burrito. I don't think I remember these from when I was growing up. But I don't think I'm a big fan. Honestly, I'd have to go with like a 5 out of 10. All right, you guys. So I'm getting ready to show you guys a tour of the inside of the vehicle first, and then I'll show you the outside. I don't have mics with me. Actually, I do. Let's test and see if they work, actually. Give me a sec. Actually, I can't use them. I do not have my selfie stick, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I left that at home. Oops, I'm checking to see if I did by chance bring it, but I don't think so. Like it might be in my camera bag over here, but I can picture it, and I'm pretty sure it's sitting right with my computer. Yep, all right. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the inside, and then I'll show you guys the outside. Don't mind. So, funny thing, apparently I provided a warm spot for a kitty cat last night. I forgot to roll up my passenger window, and there were pet footprints everywhere, and I'm thinking that it was a cat, which is okay. As long as they didn't mess up my vehicle at all, so other than dirty paw prints, you know, which those can be cleaned out. So anyways, I'm gonna start with the back seat. I have to flip the camera around. Like I said, I don't have mics, so it might be a little windy, and I'll do my best. All right, so I'm gonna show you the back seat first. It's a little dusty from the road trips and stuff that we took over the week, but I love that the interior, or the leather, is this color. I love it goes so well with the color on the outside, if you ask me. And I like, so this is leather, this is leather, this is a cloth, part of the cloth. My grandma says that the back seat is really comfortable. You got your cup holders in this one. So this is the Bronco Sport, I think it Badlands or something like that. So you get your own 2 vents back here, and then it's also got a Type C and I think it's Type A for people to charge their phones if they want. And then we also got plugins, like if you bring your laptop, which I'll explain why that makes sense in a minute. So yeah, so it's AC 110 volt with 150 watts, which I think is so cool. I actually almost bought one that you plug into like the cigarette lighter thing, and it gives that to you, but I figure if I need a few things plugged in, then I'll just do that. But yeah, and then that seat is the same, so I'm not really gonna show, you know, I'm not gonna take y'all over there, but there's, you know, zip pockets, and then this is, I think you can hang things on these from what I was seeing in some videos and stuff. Apparently there's an airbag in here, apparently. But yeah, and the speakers are amazing. So you got this for speaker. You get the option for surround sound in here. So speaker, and then you've got the same thing on that door, of course. And then you got your, you know, your door, cup holder storage. And then I'll show you the trunk. So don't mind this, as I do Walmart Spark, and I use these totes to separate people's groceries. This is what I use to obviously clean the windows or get into the cold side, but there's even, I can't demonstrate it, or maybe I can. No, I can't, because all the doors are open, so these lights are on as a rule. There's also a 12 volt lighter thing for you if you need to plug something into that to get it. And then you can, I don't remember what the guy said these are. I think, yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, this turns this light on back here if you need to see back here. But you can also lay the seats down for, you know, most storage. You can lay it down over there as well, so that's pretty cool. And then this under here is just the spare tire and I think a jack. Yeah, spare tire and a jack. So yeah, lots of storage in here compared to our hatchback Mazda that we had. Like I said, you can see this side, and then the passenger side has these controls so you can raise your seat up, take it forward, backwards, or recline it. Which I think is cool because our other car, like, it wasn't electric on both sides. And then, yeah, just got the door, cup holder space, glove box. This is where I keep my meds and like my cologne that I take with me on a daily. And then I carry this with me almost everywhere. It's like my man bag. It's got like my Nintendo Switch in it so that I can play it in between orders and stuff. Or yeah, in between picking up orders. And then sometimes I get really bad at drinking water, so I bought this cup and I fill this with water and try to drink it all before the day's over by pouring it into that cup when I'm working. Sorry, I dropped y'all. Thank God for cases and tempered glass screen protectors. Now let's go show the driver's side. And then probably next week I'll steal John's car and we'll get a tour of his. But here's this. I try not to smoke in the car. So I keep one of those around so that I don't have to put cigarettes out on the ground. And then here you got the dash, or the stereo system. You can do Android and Apple, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's wired, so you have to have the device plugged in at all times for it to like sync up with the music, but it also has Bluetooth capability, so either way, like, yeah. So here is the steering wheel, which is kind of cool. So if I drop this lever, I can lower it and higher it. Let me see if I can zoom out. But then I can also pull it forward and sink it back in if I want to. So there's that. You can see the odometer that it's only got 42,200 miles almost. And it gets pretty good gas mileage as well. I've been averaging anywhere from 22 to 29 miles per gallon. And then I have my mount that I got from Walmart, of course, for my work phone so that I can see the GPS on that when I'm working. So, yeah, and then it's got this extra storage, space. There's storage down here. You also got a 12-volt, the lighter thing again, with a USB Type A and USB-C. And then also in here, there is a USB and Type-C for charging things as well. And then, of course, you got your parking brake. And then the GOAT modes has got, like, normal mode, eco mode, sport mode. Let me see. So here's what it does when you mess with it. So there's normal, eco, which helps you save gas, sport mode. Then there is slippery mode, and then I think sand. So definitely four-wheel drive, which I think those features are kind of cool. This is your gear shift. You just turn it to put it into gear, and then it is also push to start. It's a remote start vehicle, which I'll show you that part in just a second. And then what else am I missing here? Okay, so right here it's got dual vent system. So if the passenger would like to be warm, they can turn theirs up higher, and same thing, so it adjusts driver and passenger side temps. And then we've got AC, max AC. Which obviously most cars have this. So this right here is the heated seat feature, which I got in both the passenger and driver seat. And then this button heats up the steering wheel. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the system. So this right here is the auto, where the engine shuts off temporarily. So like if you're at a stoplight, it'll shut off and go kind of in a, less idle mode, which helps save gas. You can turn it off if you want to. And then we've got our 4-way flashers. And then what does that do? Oh, it takes you to your sound settings, so you can adjust all that, which, here's what I was going to show you guys. So there's a surround sound and stereo mode. The surround sound activates all the speakers, so like there's a speaker here, 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 and then you've got the one down there, and the ones that are, there's 3 here, so this one, that one, and then you got that over there. This, I don't think is a speaker. I think it's the speaker for the Bluetooth, but the Bluetooth normally comes through the whole car, and wherever the mic is, this even could be the mic now that I think about it. The other thing that I wanted to say is like you can use, so for here, you can actually close all the vents. You can do that on most cars. I know that in our Mazda, we couldn't close the center ones, but we could close the ones closest to the doors. But yeah, you can kind of adjust these to how wide you want them, and then, the regular move them around things. So, yep, and then I got my Black Ice air fresheners. I've got the vent ones too, which happen to be just kind of a little bit more, I guess, disguised. Kind of makes it look like the vehicle vents are made like that. But now I'll show you the outside, and then I'll show you the remote start and explain that to y'all a little bit. Let me turn the car off, actually. Turn it off. And then here is the outside of this beautiful Ford Bronco Sport. Like I said, I think it's a Badlands one, but I'm not fully sure. I will look it up to make sure, and then just kind of put it in a caption over this as to what it is. But yeah, it's really beautiful. It's got rails on the top to like hook stuff up there. This is what I wanted to check. Okay, so there's the holes for the front license plate, but yep, this is it. Somebody's telling me to name my vehicle. I don't typically do that, but you just never know. So now I'm going to show you guys the remote feature. So I learned the other day, so you can actually download the Ford app and do it from there. You can lock it, you can unlock it, you can set the alarm off and shut it off, but you can also schedule it to start. So if you're getting up to go somewhere, you can schedule it to remote start. But you also got it on the key as well, so you just kind of lock it and then hit this and it remote starts up. So I don't know if and it changes modes when it shuts off, so even if I were to turn it on or turn it off to turn on sport mode, yeah, it's a real quiet start, which is meh for me. Hang on, let me flip the camera around. The remote start, or like the startup with it in general, is too quiet, but it's fine. Like, I'll get over there, I can figure that out. But the cool thing about the remote start is it adjusts to the climate control outside. So if it's 30 degrees, it's gonna turn everything on that it thinks you might need for the heat. Or if it's 60 or 70 degrees, it's going to adjust using AC temps. And yes, so that I think is just so cool that it does that, because like in the winter, like remote start is so convenient because you can have it warming up and starting to defrost windows if there's snow. And I just genuinely I thank God up above, and I thank my grandma and everybody else. He's just always prayed for us and helped keep us positive and to shoot for our dreams or the goals that we may have set. You know, to be honest with you, little background. So when we were talking about trading in the Mazda, we only had our mindset on one vehicle. And I said, well, the credit's been built up. Let's see if we can get 2. So my husband was like, well, go and pick out yours. Gave me a limit to stay in between. And we went to, I'll tell you where we went and who to go see also. So just give me a minute on that. So he said, go. He gave me a limit and said, stop there. Because we're going to have 2 car payments either way, even if we can't trade in the Mazda. To get a second vehicle as well. So when the guy called, shout out to John Goodlet at Enterprise in Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you are looking for a car, call Enterprise Car Sales in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They will find the vehicle that you want and they will get it there and they will get you in it. Using like what you're looking for. If you say I only have 500 down, he's going to figure it out. He's going to help you try not to decide to bite off more than you can chew, which is something that we almost did, but he talked some sense into both me and John and said, let's just, you know what I mean, take our wins where we got them. But he called on my vehicle, so the Ford Bronco, and said, let's take our wins, but I got you approved, told us what the down payment would be, and I was like, perfect, right where we wanted it to be. Actually, I think the down payment was a little higher. I'm trying to see if I can see what this vehicle is fully. Yeah, it just says 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. So maybe it was another one that I was looking at that had something else. But anyways, I said, like, look, this is what I want to put down. Because I want to put a little something down, even if we don't have to put a down payment. Like, let's do something. The down payment was higher than we wanted it, and he said, I'm getting it worked down right now. The reason why I'm calling you is to let you know that you're approved, and while I was on the phone with him, he got the down payment down already, or his manager did, and then I said, okay, so now let's try for this second car. Now, we went over, like, the mileage on the car, what was busted and needs to be replaced, like the window had some... It wouldn't roll up and down. We were starting to have issues with being able to open the hatch. Like, the lock would stick, so if we couldn't get it open, we had to literally lay the seats down, crawl in the back, use a flathead screwdriver to get it to unlock. And that became a pain because for the last 2 days before we got the Bronco, I ended up just having to lay the seats down and throwing my totes around the seats to be able to get groceries and stuff in here when I needed to. So I'm so grateful for John Goodlet at Enterprise Car Sales in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like, we originally called Hertz Car Sales first. And the reason for that is because we went through them a couple of years ago, but for the same cost of car and down payment, we got a brand new car off the lot for the same amount of down payment, with our payments being like $30 more than it would have been on the vehicle we were looking at over there. So we decided to go with a brand new vehicle to build up the credit, even though we could have built up our credit either way. But if I'm paying, I think the vehicle I was actually looking at was like $4 or $5 grand more than the brand new car. So we went with a brand new car. We said, this isn't really what we want, but we need. We need a vehicle. We need a reliable vehicle. Let's just go ahead and take this, pay it off to a certain extent. And if we decide that we want to trade it in, let's do that. And I'll discuss that part of things with you when I steal John's vehicle in the next few days to give you guys a tour and for me to get some pictures of it, because he really isn't much in the picture of wanting to be in the pictures or in the vlogs. So we'll just kind of go through and see if we can't figure out what the car does. But the plug, by the way, let's discuss that. So this car came with 4G LTE hotspot capabilities, which we were able to activate through AT&T. So you get 3 gigabytes of data. I get that for free for the first 90 days. And then after that, I'm going to upgrade it to the unlimited. It's only like $20. And the reason why I say this is convenient, because like, if you don't have service and this does, and you're stuck in a situation like I was a few weeks ago, where I got stuck in the middle of the forest in the middle of rain, and I was so lucky to have cell phone service. But I also think about, what if I didn't? What would I do? So that situation there in the first place is what made us push to start looking for a vehicle, even if it was just one. We were surprised to get approved for just the one in the first place. So, like I said, we'll talk more on John's vehicle when I show you guys that tour. I'm gonna get some pictures of this for the thumbnail and just for pictures to share anyways. And I'll see you guys in the next vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon.